was looking for a job after I graduated from high school. So I was given, I think I found online or something like a whole bunch of different jobs, and I just started calling around, and I called the job that I work at now. Well, and so I talked to the boss at that time, and they said that I could have the job, which was secretarial work. And I'm like, well, what do I have to do? And what if the job doesn't work out? And it was like, well, it'll work out. And I'm like, well, how are you sure about that? And it was like, well, you're going to get a SAS and you're going to call the board of MDD. And so they told me what to do. Otherwise, I wouldn't even known about.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's like one of the most craziest.
I was gonna say that's probably
when you hear Christy's story, you're gonna be interested in this. But anyways, okay.
So they told me what to do. So I hung up with that boss at that time, and I called the board of DD, and then they assigned me a SAS, and they came out and did the assessment and all that stuff. And then it took about maybe a year before I actually started working at my job. But
we move fast.
Yeah,
That's how fast we move. Us in OOD, it's amazing how fast we can move.
and higher ed too.
Yeah. And then from there, at that point I was just working. But if I needed any adaptive equipment or anything for work or anything to make my job comfortable for me, the board, they provided that. So
Where do you work, Chrissy?
at Living Stream Inc. It's on Douglas. And at that time, I worked for what is that? Ziegler Homes. But we're all kind of, it's a how can I put it?
It's a family.
It's
business.
a family thing.
Okay.
So I work for the son now, but when I started out, I worked for the dad at the time.
Okay.
So can you tell them a little bit about like what does Living Streams do?
They okay. Yes. So, how can I sum this up? They basically help people with disabilities to be more independent, job wise, in the community, kind of like skills to live on your own, just to be able to function in the daily world as someone without a disability would.
Does everybody there have a paid job?
Yes, we all
You
get.
do?
Do we all
Everybody
have
at the Living Streams?
No, I take that back.
Yes.
I take that back. I forgot. Some people don't work.
That's right.
I work, so I.
Yes.
But yeah, some people don't work. Some people do come to just do activities, because we do have where they can just do activities and just for fun.
Which is that I think I mentioned adult day services.
Yes.
Is more of the Living Streams is an adult day services program, and they practice something called adult day services / vocational habilitation. So they're trying to have enriching activities and working on work skills for the majority of the folks that are eligible for DD services. Now, Chrissy's a little different because you immediately called them about the secretarial position.
Yes. And when I actually got hired in, with no services.
Yeah.
And then maybe 6 months down the line or something like that, I actually got services, because we were still waiting for it. Even though I talked to the board of MDD, we were still waiting for everything to kick in. So I just got hired in as a regular employee just so I can start working, instead of waiting until everything kicked in and then start working.